Welcome back. We're talking about the reactions to the message of Islam. So, Brother Shabir, did Islam suffer from the message of Islam becoming public, or did it actually benefit?
Well, obviously, it is the objective of the message that it should be made public. So one doesn't think in terms of a cost-benefit analysis here. So long as the message gets out, then that's mission accomplished. But the delivering of the message was in fact met with hostility, a large amount of hostility, such that there were few followers and many persecutors. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself was persecuted, his followers were persecuted. Those who were weak in society in terms of not having powerful supporters to defend them were persecuted to a greater extent than were others. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had to eventually advise some of his followers to migrate away from this scene of violence. Some of them migrated to Abyssinia, which at the time was ruled by a Christian king who was known for his fairness and generosity. And then another wave of Muslims migrated also again to Abyssinia. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself will eventually have to migrate away from that hostile city and take up safe residence in another city in Medina.
Okay. Muslims migrated, as you said, from Mecca, which is like a non-Muslim city, to other states. So I'm guessing that the reactions that Muslims got in those states was some sort of positive reaction for them to go. So did the reactions to Islam vary as the proximity expanded?
Well, the migration to Abyssinia was not because of the reception of the message of Islam, but because of the expectation that the king there would grant safe haven to the migrants. So the migrants did not go there with the ostensible purpose of preaching their message. But when they were asked about their message, this is when they were able to answer the questions of their interlocutors. The Prophet's migration to Medina was with the expectation and with the agreement that there are some people there who are willing to rally by the message. And in fact, those who offered the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the opportunity to migrate to Medina and with the offer to help him as he came there, expected that the Prophet, peace be upon him, would actually bring peace to a situation of turmoil in that new city.
Okay, what was that situation and how was the Prophet able to solve that?
There were two groups of Arabs who were known as the Aus and Khazraj, who were at loggerheads for generations. There were feuds and blood feuds and retaliations and counter-retaliations. So it was thought that if the Prophet, peace be upon him, came there with a unifying message, he will be able to bring these opposing factions together.
Okay. Besides the Arabs in Mecca and the Arabs in Medina, how did other Arab tribes respond to the message of Islam?
Well, many sat on the fence, so to speak, waiting to see what will happen. And they thought that this was a problem for the Prophet's own people, the people of his own tribe. We must recall that there was a tribal system, and tribes were responsible for their own honor. So the Prophet's tribe would then have to deal with him as a potential gadfly. He comes now with a message that seems to offend a lot of people. He speaks about the life hereafter, and they find it impossible to believe in that. He speaks about there being only one God, and they're accustomed to worshiping many gods and many idols. So they take offense to that. He comes with what they perceive to be a new religion, and they say, we want to stick to the religion of our forefathers. If we accept your message, doesn't that mean that we're implying that our forefathers were wrong? Okay, so we want to admit that our forefathers were wrong, so we'll just simply disbelieve in what you have to say. So the others had the same concerns as the people of the Prophet Muhammad's own tribe, but the others can just simply leave this as a matter for Muhammad's tribe to deal with. Moreover, in the tribal arrangement that they were accustomed to, one could not interfere with another tribe. So one had to basically wait for the tribe to deal with its own gadfly and not interfere, because if someone else were to harm the Prophet Muhammad, even though his own tribe's people do not quite believe in his message, they would find it necessary to take revenge on his behalf.
As a matter of defending their honor.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's it for now. We'll be back with the question and answers.